Guys, we are continuing to follow the latest on Israel's war with Hamas. Today, the White House confirming that a canceled meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is back on.
The talks were initially called off after the UN passed a resolution demanding a ceasefire for the holy month of Ramadan. NBC's Ralph Sanchez joins us from Tel Aviv with the latest.
Just days after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu very publicly called off a visit to Washington by senior Israeli officials, a U.S. official now tells NBC News he is trying to quietly reschedule those talks. Now, those discussions were supposed to be about what are pretty major differences between the U.S. and Israel over Israeli plans to attack the city of Rafah in southern Gaza. Israel says that a major ground offensive in Rafah is necessary to destroy Hamas. The U.S. is saying it would be a disaster because there are more than 1 million civilians sheltering in that city. Rafah also one of the major points of entry for food and humanitarian aid getting into the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza deepening by the hour. The UN saying more than 1 million people, many of them in the north, are on the brink of famine right now, but the entire population of the Gaza Strip at this point is suffering from acute hunger shortages. The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, says Israel is blocking them from delivering any food at all to northern Gaza. Israel says it is prepared to allow other humanitarian organizations to go to the north, but it will not work with UNRWA, who it accuses of perpetuating the problem of Palestinian refugees, and says several UNRWA employees took part in the October 7th massacre. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Tel Aviv.